guess I'll do another one. Excuse me. This will be a shortened version. This will be a quick week this week. And no, that's not a leak under my truck. One little spot the floor don't drain. I washed it yesterday. Little low spot in there. Anyways, I'm gonna run to Cleveland and probably straight back. We're just coming off Labor Day. Do a quick 4-day week. All right, let me get this baby fired up and let's get rolling. See you in a bit. All right, getting ready to roll. Give that old pre-trip E-log a few more minutes. Hey, shout out to our agents. Taylor, you're the man. Let me tell you something. This is one of the reasons I love being leased on here. It's a little slow in the flatbed world. In fact, not a lot of loads on the load board or anything in a lot of areas. That's why I say get to know your agents. It was Labor Day weekend. Taylor, can't say enough good about this guy. He watched the loads coming out of Blytheville all weekend long, and as soon as one popped up that he knew I would like, he snags it for me before any other carrier could get their hands on it. So that's the load we're going to get. We're heading up to Cleveland, and I no sooner shut the camera off on that the first little clip here of opening the shop door and turning the lights on to start this video, and bang, my phone rings. Shout out to Ken Morrison up there in Cleveland. He blew my phone up. He's got me a coil coming right back to Red Bud. Pays real good too, $3.09 a mile. It's a heavy one, 46 and some change, but we'll do it. And so yeah, my week's pretty much set. That's about all we're gonna do. We're gonna run to Cleveland. We're gonna turn around and come home pretty much. Red Bud's now 140 miles from the house or something. So, and that will probably wrap up our week unless I find something up in that area or right out of Red Bud, heading south through the house for next Monday. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. All right, y'all. I'm not set up really to do any driving and filming. Maybe all I have for those videos from the office is a little $20 Dollar General tripod. So maybe someday we'll get something set up where I can get more road time for you, but we ain't there yet. All right, we'll see you in a minute. We're off to Blytheville this morning to get some beams, as usual. All right, we'll film that and see if I can come up with any more pro tips, but I've pretty much done that for you guys, but hey, we could always do it again. All right, see you, bye. Okay, Blytheville Beam Yard. If you haven't noticed, I load here a lot. I go over this every time pretty much, but I am ready. I got my deck set up. So we're getting 40 footers today. So I got 2 boards on the deck. One's with 2x4s in the back to lift it up. Got one with a 2x4 in the front, but I got it laid down. So I probably won't need to stand it up, but I leave everything loose under here. So if they're thin beams, I can grab another board to shove in the middle. These aren't perfectly straight, but we'll straighten them up when we get them where he wants us. I got 6 chains, 2 on the front, 2 in the middle, 2 in the back, ready to go. That's about it. Have your binders ready. Try to get some footage of these big, ginormous forklifts throwing beams on you. Throw 2 chains, one in the front, one in the back, get the heck out of the way. Unless, of course, your company requires you to fully secure it before you move. Maverick. Nah, Maverick pulls out sometimes. Maybe that's just TMC, I'm not sure. But throw a couple binders, change the binders, and get out of the way. Hey, you flip-flop guys that are thinking about becoming flatbedders, you door swingers, listen. You're gonna have to make a change. You see this? You gotta get work boots. They will kick you out of here if you try to roll it in your flip-flops and slides. And you gotta have long pants. I got some coveralls on and shorts underneath it. Hard hat, vest, of course, all that good stuff. It's a little bit different world. All right, we'll see you in a minute. Well, he's off to get my beams. As you can see, these big old forklifts They just come wheeling up with a whole stack of beams. Now, one thing I do when I get here, you see I had my binders all in the middle. I pull those out of the way because they stick up a little bit here, and you don't want him to catch his forks on it and have trouble getting out. Just on this side, you come over here, they're still hanging in the middle, but it don't matter because he's going to load on this side. Nope. Who's yelling something? Anyways, and what you'll do is when he comes back, I'll run up to the front because we got this headboard on our trailer, and they want to make sure they don't clip that or the tarps. And then you run back here and you just square the load up in the middle, and he'll set it down when you say it's square. All right, see you bye. All right, guys, we're loaded up. For those that you haven't seen this, the backboard is taller for a reason, so it tilts the load forward. You can put 2 4x4s, or what I do, this is hardwood. These two are soft, and I do that on purpose so these beams will sink down in here and it grabs it. It keeps it from sliding. So now I'm always telling you guys to wrap a single pocket or double spools. Okay, that's always your best way and gives you most securement credit. With that said, you cannot always do it. See, this load there's not enough room for a binder up there. It isn't flat, so I couldn't get on top, so I had to hook a pocket. Now, when you hook pockets, you lose securement credit in quite a bit. I'm going to show you under the trailer how we come up with that. There should be a stamp on your trailer. So this here, well, I don't want to quote numbers, I'm going to miss it. I think that's 11,000 pounds for the securement, so it's good for 5,500, so it's 11,000 pounds worth of cargo. I think that's 6,600, so over 13,002. This chain, 8,000 pounds. So you can't always use that 10,000 pound number and be accurate, because this hooked to a pocket is only worth 4,000 pounds worth of securement or 8,000 pounds worth of cargo. I'm going to show you how we get to that. So a couple other little tricks I do. As you can see, there's no way they can slide back, but I run my chain there to hook those smaller beams so they can't go anywhere. Also do it up here in the front, at least on this. I didn't put a chain back there. Hook those beams, they can't slide forward. Now, this is only 40,000 pounds, so I could do 4 chains, even hook in the pockets, if you space them correctly. All right, but I got 6. You always want to go more than you need, right? And it didn't, the way it's loaded, I told you last time, try not to hook in the middle because the arch works as a shock absorber for you. So, and you got to stay within 10 feet on your chains, right? So that's not even 10 feet, but that's about 8 feet. But I should have moved that one back a little bit. It worked out. So let's get under here and show you this tag and what I'm talking about. All right, let me get in here. Focus. Okay, a single spool in a stake pocket. I don't know why you'd ever want to do that, because your chain would be running across crooked, so we'll just skip that. Double spools at 6,600 pounds for the securement, so you're good for, like I said, 13,200 pounds with one chain of cargo. Wrapping a stake pocket, that's the 4,000. That's where we hooked it, okay? So that's 4,000. Those ones that I hooked the stake pocket on, they only get 4,000, so 8,000 pounds worth of cargo. Rub rail, we never do that. Tie downs, that is, oh, we don't have tie downs. That's in the track tie downs. Okay, if you have track tie downs, we don't have those. And then the bottom stake pocket is when you wrap them, 5,400 pounds. So that's 10,800 pounds. I guess I was off there a little bit. I thought it was whatever. So about 10,000 pounds. So that's where you come up with and what the DOT will be looking at when they inspect you. Roger, roger. All right. There's that stuff again. I don't know what it is, but I'm sure I would eat it. All right, we're off and running. As you can see, the back sits up a little bit higher than the front. Tilt them forward. Now, if you didn't have a headboard, or if you were more than 10 feet off your headboard, this wouldn't fly. You need 2 chains within 2 feet. I'm not 10 feet off my headboard, and I have a headboard. All right, let's go trucking. You guys still there? All right. About 5 minutes after 9. We'll call that a wrap for day 1. Left the house about 8 o'clock this morning, so it's about 13-hour day, yeah? Well, of course, we're in the Eastern time now, but that's all good. Pretty good day of trucking, really. Hit a little rain, a little bit of traffic through Cincinnati, nothing major. Just kind of rolled along. We stopped for an hour back there in Kentucky, somewhere, I forget. Put on some fuel, took a shower, filled the thermos up, so we got coffee in the morning. We are at a rest area in between, where am I here? Well, I'm almost at Columbus, Ohio. So we got 180 miles to go to Cleveland. So, yeah, that's about it. Loaded, and I don't know if you can see this. Don't know if that'll come out. 601.5 miles, nothing too exciting. Hey, I was thinking on that securement stuff, you guys that are looking in, getting into flatbed, that may not have made a lot of sense to you. Maybe I could do a video better explain it, but basically you got to have enough securement for 50% of the weight you're carrying. So those numbers were working load limits from across the trailer, from anchor point to anchor point, non-direct, what they would call non-direct securement. It's not going from one edge of the trailer and hooking on to what you're hauling, like a tractor or something. Things change then. And then, of course, all those numbers are if you have 3/8 grade 70 or better chain. Things change if you have smaller or not grade 70, or you have less than grade 70 chain. So there's a lot of variables in there, but the main reason I covered it is most guys will say 10,000 pounds per chain. What they're talking about is 10,000 pounds worth of cargo, and there are 5,000 pounds working load limit on non-direct securement is the way that kind of works, which is a good rule of thumb. But as you see, if you hook a pocket like that, it's only 8,000. But if you double spool, it's 12,000 whatever. So we went over all that. But you guys are just looking at this, maybe thinking about getting into flatbed. I know that might have been confusing, but anyways, I am going to make me something to eat and go nighty-night, and we will see you guys tomorrow in Cleveland. Night, y'all. Bye now. Okay, good morning. Today is, what is it? Wednesday. Next day, about 24 hours later, pretty much. It's, I don't know, it's like 10:30 my time, 11:30 Cleveland time. Last night when I was saying whatever Eastern time, I don't know, I was tired. So I ran yesterday from 8 in the morning till 9 at night my time, which would have made it 10 o'clock Eastern time where I'm at now. So we're up here in Cleveland unloading. They're going pretty good. It's a construction site. Can't really see, I don't know, can you see it? I got some big cranes here. They're not unloading me with a crane, but yeah, get to go to cool places in the flatbed world. Sometimes they're a pain in the butt to get around in, but we making it. These guys are cool. So we'll shake these beams, and then we'll run over to Cleveland Cliffs and get the coil. If you've never been to Cleveland Cliffs, it's quite the place. It's like a little city unto itself. I'll try to get some footage, but basically when you roll into Cleveland Cliffs, if you ever come up here, you roll up to the kiosk, depending what door you're loading. Big signs as you're coming in. Some doors you got to scale in and out, some you do not. Anyways, if you're in a do not, you roll up to just a kiosk. If you're in a, you have to scale, you go up on the scale, which has a kiosk and it takes your weight. And then you follow the signs around the woods and over something to grandmother's house we go. I don't know. It's quite a ways down in there. It is a big steel mill. And yeah, they'll either load you outside with a big old forklift or inside with an overhead crane. I don't know what I'm getting yet. Door 132, but I can't remember if that's inside or outside. I think it's inside, but it's probably outside. All right, we'll get you some clips of that in a bit. See you, bye. Hey, almost forgot. Now, I do a weekly recap of gross to the truck, expenses, business tips, ideas on tax write-offs, stuff like that. If you follow my channel, you can watch that. Cool. If not, that's cool too. But I thought on this ride along with me for a week, I would give you the numbers I make. Now, remember, you have to watch the video I just mentioned to see what expenses, fuel, insurance, trailer rent, and all that comes out. But to me, this load from Blytheville we picked up yesterday and ran up here, and it was 648 miles. That paid me after CRST's 25% to me, before expenses, of course, $2,031.18 at $291 a loaded mile. And I'll give you the next one. Well, I'll do it when we end, but, well, I can give it to you now too, but the next load going back to Redbud pays me $1,709.62 at $304 a mile, the coil we're going to get. So now that I've given it to you, that's probably all we're going to do this week. So I don't know what those two add together. 2,000, that's 3,700 and change. And I don't know how hard I'll run. We could probably knock that out in 3 days. Probably be done by tomorrow night, but we'll see what we see. All right, y'all. See you in a bit. Bye now. Cleveland Cliffs. This is a big steel mill. It's right up there with the big one in Blytheville, the new core yard. Anyways, you just follow the sign. I'm going to door 132, which is probably, it's all the way on the other side of this place. So there's like 20 loading doors. All right, off we go to get a coil. Whee! I got a few coils here. Just wait in line. Come throw it on you, put a chain on it, go over to the tarping station. I'm not sure if I got to tarp this one. Probably, but we'll find out soon enough. All right, see you in a bit. Oh, I was home free until I got to the last page of the bill of lading and it said it's got to be tarped. You got to be kidding me. I'll never get it. This rusty old sucker sits outside. If it rained on the way, it might clean it off a little. That's about it, but it is what it is. That's trucking. I got a whole video on coils for those of you who haven't seen it, but just for some extra footage, we'll do a little review on this and take a couple little clips as we go. So it's 46,000. You need one coil rack for every 10,000 pounds. That's where I see a lot of guys mess up. I got 5 racks in there. I also got them sitting on rubber mats so they don't slide as easy, and the coil rides better. It's like a shock absorber. We'll be doing 5 chains. This is the one to get out of there, double spooled on the other side. We'll run a pocket and a pocket, and then another double spool and a double spool. Alternate your binders. Don't pull all to one side. It's a good way to get the truck to roll over. All right, we'll see you in a bit. I'm gonna get working. All right, since I don't want to get down, there we go. We got 5 chains on. 3 pulling to one side, 2 to the other. Like I said, try to alternate them the best you can. I'm a felt pad over this because this will tear my coil bag. And that's it. We're going to stretch the coil bag on and make it pretty. Show you a picture of that. Then I'm going to make a damn sandwich and get trucking. I haven't ate since this morning. The fat kid is hungry. All right, we'll see you in a minute. Bagged and ready to rock. Looks good, looks good. Nothing outside the rail. Nice and clean, as usual. A lot of comments, guys say, oh, that's pretty and everything, but I ain't got that kind of time. Hey, look. You get out here a while, you get quick at this. From the time I pulled over where those trucks are, set my rack up, drove over there, drove in, waited in that line where I did that clip, came over here, chained up and bagged, and grabbed this phone out of the truck about 40 seconds ago. It was 1 hour and 13 minutes. It don't take that long. Could I have just thrown this on all crappily and been out of here 20 minutes ago? Sure, but I ain't that kind of a hurry. Pride in what you do. It'll take you far in life, I promise you. All right, y'all. Fat kid's gonna make a sandwich. We're gonna head towards Illinois. I'll talk to you tonight. See you, bye. You guys still hanging out? Well, we're gonna call it quits early today. We're just gonna do 12 hours. What is it? Not even 12 hours. I think we started at it's a little after 7 this morning. Is that right? Yeah, 7 this morning. And it's not quite 7 tonight, so 12 hours. All in all, pretty easy day. Just unload the beams, load the coil, and then, yeah, we ran about 100 miles out of Cleveland there and stopped at the Flip Flop Love's truck stop. Got some fuel, took a shower, and rolled over here to Indiana. We're just inside the Indiana border at the big monster rest area on 70. Didn't put a couple hundred trucks in this place if you've been here. And we clocked off 443 miles. Easy beans. Only got 5.5 hours, 330 miles to Redbud, so we will shake that tomorrow. And if nothing pops up, that'll be it. Yeah, Tuesday to Thursday. Super short week. It'll be about $3,700 and some change. I'll take it. If they pop something up out of Redbud or St. Louis area that can roll through the house and sit for the weekend, going down south for next Monday, we'll take it. If not, hold on a minute. That's good. That went off. Now remember to turn it down. Turn it down. We'll take it. If not, then we won't. All right, y'all. That's it. End of day 2. Gonna warm me up some dinner. My wife packs me enough food for 2 weeks. So we'll, I think I seen some raviolis in there. They look pretty good. So we'll see you in the morning. All right. Bye now. Well, good morning. A little lazy last night. Hold up. Took 11 hours off instead of a 10 and go. Ain't no big hurry. So, was having coffee. And here's where what I do is different, where there's more money to be had. I just looked at the load board for fun. I could actually grab another one and deliver it tomorrow afternoon back up like in Portage, Indiana. Then grab something out of Portage coming home for the weekend, but I'm kind of lazy. I might just go home. Hobby trucker. We'll see how the day progresses. They got something out of Granite City tomorrow. I may stay over, grab that if it's coming through the house for the weekend. I don't know, or I might just go home. Don't know. If I go home, we should be home this afternoon. All right, y'all. Well, if I find anything worth filming, I'll film it. Nothing else, we'll do the unload and wrap the week. All right, y'all. Have a good one. God bless you. All right, we're at the 18-wheeler truck wash. They scrubbing Ellie up in there. I no sooner got on the road 5 minutes and the agent out of St. Louis called me, so we are going to load a coil this afternoon. No, tomorrow morning. So we're going to get rid of this one, load one tomorrow morning, and that's going to Birmingham for Monday afternoon. So much for slacking too much, I guess. I mean, I didn't have to do it. We do what we want here, but real short deadhead. It pays pretty good. It's around $3 a mile, somewhere in there. She told me, I haven't crunched the numbers yet, but it's good. It's good. So we'll get this truck washed up. I should have got my sunglasses. Then we'll cruise on down the road about another 40 miles and get rid of this coil and get another one. See you in a bit. Okay, we're at Material Works here in Redbud, Illinois. Just sitting in the bay. Let's see. I'll flip it around when the crane man comes. It's all untarped, all everything. Just waiting for him to come grab it off the truck. Oh, there goes the crane. He ain't coming this way. And, well, he's going that way. Anyways, grab it off and we'll be done. It is whatever time it is, I don't know. Shoot, I can't tell you. 2 o'clock maybe, something like that. So picked this up yesterday. I already gave you the number on it, but it paid me $17.09.62 at $3.04 a mile. I'll finish up here. We're going to go up. We got a reserve spot at the Flying J in Granite City, Illinois. It gets really crowded in there. Shower, maybe shave, and then we're going to pick up in the morning another coil. We'll get some footage on that because I'm going to do this one a little different since it's lighter, so I'll show you a little trick. And that one will go down to Birmingham. I'll leave Monday morning. All right, y'all, we'll see you in a minute. I'll try to get a clip of him grabbing this coil off with the overhead crane for those of you that have never seen that. All right, see you, bye. Here comes the crane man. So we can get it in the mirror. See the hook? I'd have to shut this off real quick and grab my mount so they stick to its level. Looks like they're sticking. Wait till he moves there. Oh, yep, there's my mounts. I gotta go get them. Alright, let's see. That's pretty much it. They grab it off and off they go. But the rubber mounts are stuck, so I better get it. See you, bye. Hey guys, you still hanging out? Cool. Well, we are at the Flying Hook in Granite City. No, well, they would call this East St. Louis, Illinois. Across the river from St. Louis, Missouri. I'm about 3 miles to where I pick up in the morning at US Steel. Got a shower, shaved up. Lots of time to kill. Feel like a flip-flop. Didn't hardly do nothing today, man. What'd I do today? I pulled this up. I think I didn't drive, but 382 miles and unload. What a slacker. So we got that coil unloaded, and I already gave you the numbers on that. We're picking up another coil. I could spend my life moving coils around, and sometimes that's all I'll do for weeks on end. This one is going from here to Fairfield, Alabama, basically Birmingham. And it pays me $1,263. No, that's not right. Sorry about that. Scratch that. It pays me $1,450.19 at $2.94 a mile. But it's light, 40,000. That helps out on the fuel tank. So, yeah, that's what we're gonna do tomorrow. I'll get some clips or something loading there. I'm gonna secure that a little bit different since it's lighter. I'll show you a little shortcut I use sometimes. All right, y'all. Until then, I'm just gonna laze around with the flip-flops here and get up about 5 o'clock in the morning and roll over and get this so I can get home by noon. I could already almost be home, but you know, if I deadhead home 140 miles, then 80 miles to get loaded Monday, why deadhead a couple 100 miles if you don't have to? I'll grab something that goes right through the house for the weekend, and that'll work out good. All right, y'all, we'll catch you on the next little bit of this video. See you, bye. Oh, well, I set up to get a drink and happened to look out. Now I kind of wish I didn't. Oh, there's a truck going by. Hold on. There's just be some bonus funny footage for you. Hold up. Let me zoom in. Okay. These two guys, both in Volvos. That's not surprising, but what do these geniuses do? There's no parking spots, so they're just pull in the middle. And they're not even that smart. They could have got a little more over this way and been more in the middle, and then maybe, you can't tell. All these trucks over here can't get out. So someone over here is gonna wake up in the morning and have to go knock on Volvo 1 and Volvo door just so they could get Volvo number 2 so they could go to work. Oh, I can't make this stuff up. Lord, I hope they're just in taking a shower, but I think they're gonna probably sleep there. Oh dear Lord. All right, I'm going back to bed. Maybe this is just a dream. All right, good night. I can't take no more. Rise and shine. Early chicken gets the worm. Well, there's a couple chickens in front of me. 7 a.m. appointment, right on time. Actually, I've been here for a little bit. You can see I've already got my deck set up, everything out and ready to rock. And now we wait in line go get our coil. Hey, check that thing out, that old Pete, man. Looks like Mad Max at Thunderdome over there. Can you see it? Let's see if we can zoom in. Yeah, baby, all blacked out, mean looking. All right, we'll see you in a minute. The scale lady's handing out brownie cake. That's what the fat kid needs. We'll eat it. And we wait. Another CRST guy. Well, he's a lease purchase guy. I think he's pretty new. I don't know, but his chains and his edge protectors look brand new. Maybe I'll get to meet him over there where we tarp. Because you know I'm going to have to tarp this. I can't ever get that lucky, Roger. Oh, those brownies were good. Another place with lots and lots of coils. They're everywhere. All right, we'll see you in a bit. All right, man, we got a couple great learning things about to show you here. First of all, here's this guy, okay? 2 coil racks. Now, we've talked about this, so what do you think is going to happen when he gets checked by the DOT and a DOT guy catches that? First, he's going to get a big fine, thousands of dollars. Second, they'll shut him down. He can't leave, and he'll have to call a wrecker out to pick this coil up, and he'll have to put more coil racks under there before they'll let him leave. Train coming over there. So what do you think that's going to cost? A lot. Now, let's get back over here. So here's what I was going to show you. When it's just a 40,000 pound coil, I could probably get away with just 4 chains, but I'm going to do 4 chains and a strap just to be safe. Now, it just so happens, you don't get this very often, but you guys always got to be looking for stuff. This is a disaster waiting to happen if you don't catch it. You see the lip of that coil, that thin metal sticking out? Okay, now I just threw my chains and strap on to get out, go scale, and come over here to where I tarp and everything. What I gotta do is loosen up my chains, take the strap off, and I gotta get my big hammer out and bend that over, or try to pound it back in, and I'll tell you why. See how the band's bending it up there and everything? If I leave it like that, bounce it down the road, that lip will bend over and everything will come loose and a disaster could happen. That coil could come loose, get to moving, bust the chains, and kill somebody. Enough with that train horn. So, as you can see, this lip's sticking out pretty good. Okay? Don't just throw your chains on that and go. That's a thin lip. I don't even have my chains on. If I go over there and crank on the binders, I can bend that over some, but not enough. I'm going to get out my hammer and tap that back in, or at least flatten it out. Okay? So there's two good learning things for you guys. Don't be this guy. Okay? And don't miss this. I will see you in a bit. This is why I carry a little sledgehammer. It's also my tire thumper. All right, you see how I got that all bent over? That'll be fine. Look how much that could have been. That would have bent in going down the road bouncing. Your chains would have been completely loose. So don't get in a rush, guys. If you don't have a hammer, tell them to help you or refuse the coil. But tell them, hey, you got to bend that over or cut it off or something. Don't accept it. If I wouldn't have had the hammer or something before that crane man, I would have said, no, you take that off and get a Sawzall and trim that up, or get them to get a hammer and bend it over, whatever. But when I saw it, I'm like, I can bend that with my little hammer, so we're good to go. And it don't hurt nothing. You know, they got it all cut up there with the band, so there'll be a little loss on this coil anyway. So now that's all bent over, we'll get her secured and get on down the road. I didn't look, but this is a finished coil. It's gonna have to be tarp, so we'll shoot as we go. Always be looking, guys. This could be a bad day for you and somebody else. All right, see you, bye. Now you can see that's all bent over and sucked up tight. Chains aren't gonna come loose. Hey, here's another DOT fresh out of school thing they can get you on. Never bottom out your binders. You need to leave 3, I got 4, or at least a 1/4 inch, I think, if they measure, if they inspect you, and your chain's got to be tight. This is tight. If that comes loose and I got to do more than about a turn, I'll either have to cheat and bottom it out and hope I don't get caught, or loosen the whole thing up and redo it. But we're good for now. So 4 chains and a strap. Strap's good for 8 grand. Double spooled, that's 13.2. We're the securement. Stake pocket, that's 10,800 pounds. 10,800 pounds. 13,200 pounds. So we got way more securement than we need, but you never want less. Always have more. Or you could do 5 chains. The reason I did a strap is when I get to where I'm going, if it's flat and I'm waiting in line, I can rip these chains off and just leave the strap on to move around slowly. And then when I pull in, I can get that strap off lickety split much faster than a chain. All right, y'all, we're gonna tarp it up. We'll show you that again. That won't be any different than last time. Then we're gonna head for the house. All right, see you in a bit. All right, guys, there we go. Another one bagged up. Nothing any different. Just clean. Gotta get all these lines straight. No bungees out the rail. Looking good going down the road. All right, it's 9 o'clock. I've been here 2 hours. Got held up. There's 3 or 4 trucks ahead of me loading. That's just the way it goes sometimes. So I am going to 9 o'clock. Yeah, I'll be home by noon. Pretty sure I'm gonna get in here and make me a couple breakfast burritos. I'm gonna stop down here, put some fuel on, grab a cup of coffee, and head to the house. And we'll close this video out in the shop just like we started it. All right, y'all. Have a great weekend. Thanks for following this long, and God bless you. Bye-bye. All right, guys, that's a wrap for the week. 12:30 on the nose. Oh, back home. Nothing moved. Do it right and you don't have to pull over and fix anything. I planned this just about right. The wife just finished up all the mowing, except for she won't cut next to the woods over there because she don't like spiders, and one was dangling from a tree, and ever since then I gotta do it. That ain't a big deal. They killed a couple copperheads back in there when they were logging. Big around as your arm, the logger said. Biggest ones you've ever seen. So there's another 20 acres right there. Or was it 12 acres? 12? I don't know. I think we're gonna buy that just to have. They can't build back there. But in fact, I got my realtor calling. Let me call you back. Hold on. Sorry about that. How funny. I'm talking about that property and my realtor called. So I told him to send the guy the offer and we'll go from there. But that's just a side note. So anyways, what was I gonna say? Oh, I got to mow along there because she don't like the spiders. So, but the snakes or something else back there. Anyways, that's it. That's a wrap. I'm rambling. We're done until Monday morning early, probably 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. We'll take this coil to Birmingham. I just seen Gene drive by, so he'll be stopping by. Okay, the beer fridge is good, so we'll have something for him to drink. All right, y'all, God bless you. Have a good weekend. We'll see you. Bye.